Though you don't call anymore, I sit and wait in vain. I guess I'll rap on your door.
Your door.
Tap on your window pane.
Tap on your window pane.
I want to tell you, baby, the changes I've been going through. Missing you, till you come back to me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Why did you have to decide? You had to set me free. I'm gonna swallow my pride.
My pride.
I'm gonna beg you to please, baby, please see me.
Baby,
I'm gonna walk by myself just to prove that my love is true. All for you, baby, till you come back to me. Whoa-ha, whoa-ha, whoa-ha.
Whoa-ha.
Whoa-ha, 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 whoa-ha. Do-do-do-do.
Whoa-ha, whoa-ha, whoa-ha. Whoa-ha, whoa-ha, whoa-ha.
Yeah.
So you don't want to talk to me? Just don't even call me anymore. Though you don't call me anymore.
Everybody, we is back in this cut like gay niggas in is Jaden XD. I am your host, XD, aka Mr. Cucumber, as in cool as a. And I'm here with
Jade, aka Metro Car. One swipe at me.
Swipe.
I'll carry your ass for stops. Don't know.
Yes, we're back once again on this illustrious, world-famous podcast. Emmy, EGOT award-winning podcast.
EGOT.
Yes, it's Emmy, Oscar, Peabody award-winning podcast.
Who said recently they wanted an EGOT and we were like, girl?
I don't know.
Maybe it was Candy. Which, let me tell you something. That bitch gets to the back. She might.
Listen, Fly Above could have been a Disney song.
Oh, that's
it's
true.
Beneath me.
Like it should have been in like
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he flew above all the haters, which in his case was hell.
Oh.
It's true.
Oh.
It was about him dying.
I know. All these movies about all the Disney movies about the death. Nigga, it's that. It's the fucking, what's the shit called? Soul. It's the motherfucking.
Everybody dies in a Disney movie. There's more bodies than Golden Girls.
And then motherfucking Encanto. Motherfucking Encanto told niggas, you don't have no powers. You special, just being regular.
See? Coco was about dead people.
It was. Yo, Disney is dark.
Yeah, everybody dead. Yes.
Everybody's
Disney,
dead.
the party done. Yeah. Everybody dies in Disney.
You're right. They do have an obsession. Have you ever watched Succession?
No, but I hear it's something that would be up my alley.
So, I'm watching it. And this is my second attempt and I'm further than
That
I
lets
was on
me
the first
know.
one. No,
That
no, no,
lets
no.
me
There's
know.
shows where I've had to make a couple just because I needed to pay more attention or whatever. It is a slow burn of a show in the sense where you can tell they're really setting shit up, but then I think I'm like episode 4 or 5 in, and I'm like, okay. I'm not disliking it. I'm just trying to like really get myself into it.
Okay.
And that doesn't speak to the show. A lot of people love the show. I still am adjusting. But that's like, it's kind of satirical about a Disney-esque type family that owns worldwide across, amusement parks and, produces content and so forth and so on. So it's about that and like how dirty white people are. The richer they are, the filthier,
Sure.
you know.
Interesting. But how was your week?
Week was good. You know that it's fall has fully flown in on her broomstick, and so that means a swapping of clothes and seasonal things and changing out the quilt sets or the comforter sets and just trying to get into a season of being in the crib, even more so. So it's just been a lot of that and a lot of work happening behind the scenes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing exciting. I ain't got nothing to report.
Okay.
And yourself?
Okay. I'm kind of Gucci Paladucci. I had a staycation this past Kend.
You niggas stay on a staycation.
Well, we try to do it monthly where, you reconnect. And, it's healthy for a relationship.
No, it is. I just feel like you went like 2 weeks ago.
No, it's just September was really short. It just zoomed by.
Wake me up.
Well, we had to go 2 weekends in a row. One, because we didn't have AC.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah.
It wasn't technically a staycation.
Yeah, during heat wave, and we were like, absolutely not. And the next one was a staycation.
Okay.
But I was sick the whole time because the room was so dusty. It was so dusty. It was really bad. I'm going to give them a bad Yelp review.
No, that's not good.
Because, well, listen, it costs way too much money at the hotel for them not to be notified about just dust.
And especially when
mean?
y'all won't let me check in this bitch until 4:00, and then you want me to up my ass out at 11. Like, fuck y'all, dust the goddamn room then, nigga. Since you have so much time in between to clean it.
Right. The only way you could enjoy a hotel room is if you stay minimum 2 nights.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only way. Because 4 to 12, that's you're not gonna check because it's never ready at the time of check-in. So you get checked in at 5 or 6. By the time you get really settled
5 or
in,
6
and
absolutely
shit.
not. What?
Sometimes it's like that though.
I refuse. Now I will say they were a little late at the resort when we went to Jamaica. When we got there, they didn't quite have it ready, and I was like, "So niggas is coming off the airplane, and then getting on this bus and coming an hour and a half, almost 2, to get here from the bus.
You had to get on a bus to get to the resort for 2 hours?
A shuttle, like an hour and a half. Yeah,
it was like
hour
still
45.
like oh my gosh.
Yeah, maybe hour and a half. Maybe an hour. somewhere between an hour
like
and
a
2.
coach bus, like a coach bus or a little shuttle thing with like a
shuttle,
bathroom
like a shuttle that they send directly from the resort and stuff. So it's not anything OD. We were only on with one other family, and it happened to be an enjoyable and pleasant one. So we were like, all right, bet. But yeah, you still have to travel. So if you all do all of this, logisticating, ahead of time, and you know what time niggas' flights land and so forth and so on, then have the goddamn rooms ready. Resorts are not set up like hotels where I can call and say, can I just happen to get a late checkout? They're not even set up like that. So why the room not ready?
That's very true. You know niggas is coming here. Nobody who's coming to this resort lives here.
You know we're coming because you sent me 932 motherfucking notifications before I even got here to make sure that I checked in from stateside. So again, why is so when we were supposed to be in there by 3:00, because we ended up getting to the resort at the way our flight came in, I want to say we got to the resort at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, it was not late at all because we had such an early flight. And so we were like, all right, I know the room is not supposed to be ready till 3. I don't think our room was ready till like 4:30. So I'm moseying around for 3 fucking hours in airport clothes. And airport clothes from New York, not Jamaica heat airport clothes.
So what did you do for like 3 hours?
I drank and I
there's stuff for you to do.
Yeah, I mean, I walked around the resort and we drank and went and saw the people who were there for the wedding and, kind of moseyed around. Tristan's best friend, was like, come in our room if you need to. We had a place, but it was the principle of the fact that y'all charged $900 and $1 million for this shit. And then what time we're coming. You send all the notifications in the world and then you ain't got the goddamn room ready. This may sound very first world, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
CNN 5 months ago booked 11, that's right, 10, 11 hotel rooms for the Sochi Olympics. They arrived this week, and guess what? Only one of the 11 rooms is available.
It's fine. Listen, we can't say first world, we have to say privileged problems.
Oh, is that what? Oh, that's the PC now?
Yeah, well, first world implies that
there's a third world. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, because that's like going to Nigeria and be like, it's a developing nation, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, no, it's not. It's a developed nation.
Nigeria is rich. What do you mean?
Yeah, but don't consider it second world. And it's like, no, just because it's not white lead and bread doesn't mean it's whatever.
Which also it is, and also if we're really gonna be honest, because I got me a whole gaggle of Nigerian friends, and if the Chinese are all up in Nigeria, taking over shit, buying up shit, all kinds of shit happening. So it's still a colonization of different levels.
Well, back to my point, privileged problem.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. Okay, let me put that in my vocabulary.
Yes. But yes, I have privileged problems all the time. I have I'm very, I don't know if I need to lead a charge or an organization. And I know I complain about this on the internet all the time. And folks tell me, well, they had issues with delivery before and blah, blah, blah. I know that they had issues, but I wish that Trader Joe's would just, heal and allow themselves to be put on Instacart.
I know, but then they're like, we can't give you the same price size. I'm like, okay, bitch, I want the convenience, bitch.
Right, because there's a bunch of shit that I buy on Instacart that I know is not really remotely connected to their everyday prices in store.
It tells you on the motherfucking Instacart, higher than in-store prices. You know what? I don't give a fuck. That's the button that I click, and then I proceed with my convenience.
Because let me tell you one motherfucking thing. There's like 2 Costco's in like all of Southern California.
Well, oh no, that means they're hell to
kidding.
Be in.
But it's in LA. There's one out in Glendale and there's one out in Inglewood. Both of them, chaos and negativity.
I can imagine if there's only 2 in the LA area.
Yeah.
Ghetto. Can you imagine if there's 2 Costco's in the New York area? It's bad enough. There's only
it does
one
help
in Brooklyn.
because we have, right? It does help because we have Walmart, but it's also like, this is ridiculous. Also the added disadvantage here. I'll tell you this. One day, Chris Rogers went into Trader Joe's to use the bathroom, and he came out and he was like, "Yo, Somebody had a tripod in there, and they was filming content. They do that shit in every store. I've seen it done in Costco, where they're like, doing their TikToks for today's Costco deals this week. Pick it up. And mind you, I subscribe to them because that's how I get my
but
deals
I don't.
too.
Can I be honest? And I might catch some flack for this. I'm prepared. It's fine.
Okay.
I got 2 electric fly swatters.
Okay.
When y'all go into the bathroom at restaurants and you post videos and pictures in the mirror in the bathroom mirrors, it's just weird to me.
Yeah.
I seen a girl the other day. She posted she was like, "You gotta see my fit," and it was a white lady waiting on the line for the toilet behind her, and I'm like, "This is just not sexy." It's the bathroom, bro.
That's why I don't want to go to the gym like that. Because last time I went, even before the pandemic, like now it's a thing. But all them gym niggas who be pooty, it's all just filming content, or they have their niggas filming it for them, which is also a little LOL.
Or you see people with their time lapse, their cameras are set up somewhere strategic. Like, bitch, I need to use those weights. It's not your personal tripod.
Always focused on their booty or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because even the men folk too, because they know
it's different when you are like promoting a trainer or something like that, or you are a trainer and you're like, you're giving people, but you hate everything.
No.
Look at your face.
And I'm going to tell you why, because oftentimes that's still like a distraction, like, because everybody in LA is a damn trainer. Well, so, you know what I mean? So it's like,
I don't mind when people are in smaller settings or more private gyms and...
Private gym is fine. Even if you're going to do it in your hotel or building's gym, it's fine. But when you up here at Planet Fitness, having a whole Jillian Michaels production.
Not a production. Because I know some trainers where I'm like, okay, I can tell you up in this bitch at 5 o'clock in the morning, nobody's here like that. Like, I'm not mad at that. You came in at a time when it's like, I'm going to get my shit done. Zadia, our girl off of PJ Morton. Yes, Ready to Love. Love us some Zadia. Zadia's a trainer. But you could tell it don't be 9 million niggas in the backgrounds of her shit. She'll show you at home stuff. Shit like that. I don't mind that.
Yeah,
it's really when y'all be in the bathroom making videos. Like, it stinks in there, man. Why? Like, that's not the... If you got to get this fit off, if you just have to do this for the gram, I'm going to shut my curmudgeonly ass up because that's not my ministry. But also, I'm like the bathroom. Because you get dookie
particles.
Right. And then you got those air blowers and shit like that. Unless it's the most extravagant motherfucking beautiful Bali restaurant bathroom. And I had to get this. Yeah, nigga, look at the crown molding around the sink. I don't know. Then cool. But not when you in the Chili's in Wisconsin. Like, what?
Right.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is going to be a bit of a day in the life. I'm just going to show you what I get up to. I've got to do a lot of like social media work today, so I'm going to be doing lots of editing and stuff. First I'm going to take you to the gym with me. I'll show you my outfit because I really like it this morning.
With your baby girl tee.
Yeah, like you up here, let me get this fit off while some lady next to you has an I Heart Grandma t-shirt. That's not congruent.
Right, and then you go and tag Carisha because you got her merch on, and when she puts out a reel of motherfucking people in her merch, it's you in the TGI Fridays bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Unlimited apps, and
And then I'd be wondering, like, what the people at the table doing. Is it one person back at the table who's waiting for you to get the proper selfie? Like, is it, like, how does this, it just seems so distracting and it takes away from the experience of just being out to eat.
Mm-hmm. They on their phone waiting for you on looking at reels.
While you're making one. And then you see at the end of the night, it'd be like the food, the bathroom pic, we outside, and it's and it's Beyonce.
Yeah, it's cuff it.
We getting fucked up tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bitch, you are at Cheddar's. Like, relax.
Yeah. Girl, this is Claim Jumpers.
You at the spaghetti company or whatever the fuck that shit is
on
called.
Spaghetti Factory.
Talking about cuffing. Get the fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to piss on y'all's parade, but I want you to recognize your own silliness. Ooh, Very, get off my lawn. Sorry.
Let's pay some bills and go to commercial break. So, as always and forever, thank you for listening. We totally appreciate you for listening on all platforms. But continue to tell a friend, auntie, cousin, uncle, even the auntie that doesn't come around because she thinks she's better than you all, and she
probably
whatever.
is. She's just creating her own boundaries.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and she makes really good potato salad. But tell her about us. Every Friday, brand new episodes, as well as on Patreon, where the true mess lives. $9.99. You get recaps of Love After Lockup, Handmaid's Tale, which we call White Roots, other reaction videos, and other things that are coming because we are covering Abbott Elementary this season. But that will be on our free YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to right now at youtube.com/JadenXD, where you can see all of our past work and hit that notification bell so you can see when we release new things. And we'll release 15 minutes previews of our premium content over on our YouTube channel, as well as other content specifically for YouTube. Also, rate us 5 stars and leave us a nice little comment wherever you're listening. This Friday, today, you'll be able to join us for Jaden XD Reacts Live. There's a lot of information.
I have a 2-hour movie for you all starring Antoinette.
It's for Patreon users only. Go on Patreon right now for more information. We won't be using Scener, so everybody else will have access to it. I know you all had issues last time with Scener, so you don't have to worry. We're using an app that everybody can use because we've been using it for the last 2 years. And for all else, click on our link tree, which is in the description box wherever you're listening. Shop our sponsors, Athletic Greens and Hello Tushy.
Oh, especially Hello Tushy.
Yeah. Get your AG1 right now over at athleticgreens.com/JadenXD.
You know, I got my family on it. Or my husband.
Oh, yeah, good.
I was like, come on, nigga, let's get these vitamins. This is not a sponsored segment, by the way.
Yes. We have to talk to Patreon when we go to commercial break. But thank you for mentioning that. But yeah, for all else, let's take a break and we'll be back after these messages. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Isn't it wild that in 2022 you can create your own island and farm all virtually, and yet people are still cleaning their leather Cheerios the way the colonials did, with toilet paper? How antiquated. Step into the 21st century and upgrade your porcelain pampering and start washing your balloon knot with Hello Tushy bidets, because smearing your business around with toilet paper is so Renaissance era, and I'm not talking Harlem or Beyonce. I've convinced everyone in my life whose toilets I don't mind sitting on to buy one, because I love them and for my own selfish reasoning. The Hello Tushy bidet attachment washes your bum with fresh water for a way to better clean than toilet paper, so your clacker's not raw and burning. You simply spray and you pat dry. It attaches to your existing toilet, so you don't even need an electrician or a plumber. It installs in less than 8 minutes. Cuts down on your toilet paper use by 80%, saving money and paper waste. Hello, we are living in perilous times right now. And it makes the restroom your best room with the complete Tushy system, including the Tushy bidet attachment, ottoman, and toilet brush. Hello Tushy's cleaned over 1 million happy anuses, mine on a daily basis. So join them and us and take care of your business the cleaner way. We want all of our listeners to have clean donut holes. Visit hellotushy.com/JXD to get 10% off plus free shipping right now. Tag us at Hello Tushy on social media too, and go ahead and hashtag JadenXD and tag us on JadenXD so that we can celebrate your clean butthole with you. That's hellotushy.com/JXD for 10% off. I promise you, you are literally not going to regret this decision. I won't go anywhere without my Hello Tushy, my travel Hello Tushy, you know what I'm saying? The one where I just fill up my bottle and it makes sure that it gives me a clean angled spray. I can't live my life without this anymore, so go ahead and get yours.
And we're black. So today, in true Jaden XD fashion.
No, it's not a remix of stuff that we hate.
Yeah, no. It is us reimagining some things.
You know, we like to do that from time to time.
You know, what we would like to happen in certain things, certain films and television and stuff. And so we like to ruminate on those things. The color purple.
One of our favorites.
Yeah, I feel as though, you know, why don't they show that? Or do they show that often on the BET?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm an auntie in many facets, including the fact that I refuse to let go of cable television because I want the option of the guide, even though I don't use it. With that, I gotta get a box. The last thing that I knew that they played super recurringly on BET was Baby Boy. I can't say that The Color Purple is one of those that I have frequently seen. But I can't say that in fairness either.
Well, Jade and I were talking about how we would reimagine like a reboot.
Or fan fiction, you know what I'm saying? They got the House of Targaryen and happening right now. And
like the prequel.
Yeah, so, you know, we were like, what if there was some aftermath from each of the characters of The Color Purple? I imagine, you know, here's the thing. I'm not watching that. As dark as we love shit, I'm not watching that Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Because I may change my mind. I don't know. But
I'm going to watch it.
I was like, let me not even lie. However, I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the fact that they do definitely romanticize white, especially white male serial killers, and, you know, really try to paint this picture, which is why both of us are weak in saying that we're probably going to end up watching the series. But in all of that, I was like, okay, so let's make Sophia one of the top most notorious serial killers of all time.
Hell no. What did you say? Hell no. What did she say?
Yeah. You remember, like, in my head, Sophia would be like, you remember that episode of Drunk History that Crystal did with Harriet Tubman?
Yes.
And how it was about Harriet Tubman low-key being an informant, but she worked for the government. Worked for the government.
Yep.
I feel like Sophia would do that, but, like, maybe she had, like, remember I told you, like, how, remember Jill Scott had that show with that horrible accent?
The detectives, the wonderful detectives.
Queen of Cotway Agency.
And Catchy Dick Tracy. Like,
yeah. With the Nika Noni Rose. Yeah, I feel like it would be like that. Like, she would be like the lead detective, and she would find people Like she would beat up the men folk who were beating on their wives and stuff.
Yeah.
And Squeak
well,
would
that
be
was the
her
spin that I would have put on her
Rose.
serial. Like it would have been more Dexter-ish. So you know how Dexter specifically killed other serial killers. Like the niggas she's taking out are like the Frank Bennett's of the world, a la fried green tomatoes. You know, that type of situation.
I was gonna make her like Shaft, like
the Equalizer.
You know, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, she could be like Queen Latifah in The Equalizer.
Yeah, which I mean, if she was a serial killer.
Yeah, but for good.
That's what I'm saying. Like Dexter was supposed to be a serial killer for good, but this is actually a black woman who was wrong, and then the people she's taking out are people who need to be taken out. Not saying that's what I'm going to do. This is fan fiction.
That's honest.
So calm the fuck down, FBI.
Stand down, Hank.
Okay? Relax, Chad.
Yeah. I see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, her kids work for her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because they're all shiftless.
No.
Because she had to give them away from Harpo.
Yeah, but remember, she got them back when they were still pretty young. So what I'm thinking is her son went into tech. And so he is like, you remember the girl on Criminal Minds with the blonde pigtails and shit, and she, you know, she's the one who does all the computer work, and then she communicates to them. Her son can be in tech. He communicates to her, and her and her daughter are like a duo, because remember, the kids witnessed what happened to their mother, so they're very much mini vigilantes as well.
That low-key happened on that show Rosewood with Morris Chestnut and Lorraine Toussaint.
Wrote the movie, the fucked up movie?
No, it was a TV show. Not Rosewood with Ving Rhames about, that's why I don't believe in caroling. But because, you know, groups of white people, like large groups of white people make me nervous. That's why I don't go to festival.
Meadowlands.
Yeah, like I don't do... Listen, especially when I realized when they were shooting up things in public and they were shooting up like white spaces, like movie theaters and country music festivals.
Yeah, no,
that's
when
I
that
was
movie
like,
theater
you know
one,
what?
that kind of fucked me up a little bit.
Still, I don't go to the movies like that. I had to chalk that up and go. And when I went to go see Black Panther and all that good stuff.
I know, Antoinette texted me the other day and she was like, shall I buy tickets for us to go see Black Panther 2? And I was like, I thought that came out already. That's not Woman King? And she said...
No.
So I learned. I was like, I thought Woman King was about Shuri. And she was like, no, Jade. No, it has nothing to do with the Marvel series. And I was like,
Yeah.
So what's Woman King?
It's about slavers.
Wait, let me look.
And women and not Marvel. It's not a superhero story.
Well, let's look.
It's not like
you, Edward Norton. Hold on. Woman King. Who's in Woman King? Why do I be so late to the part? She quivering.
She's the Woman King.
Oh, she is. Not getting 6.2. I'm sorry.
Remember, Viola Davis is not a part of the MCU. She's a part of the DC universe.
So this is a DC universe movie?
No, it's not. It's completely. It's like historical. It has nothing. It's not a superhero movie.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
It's a historical type of movie.
Oh, it's a warrior movie. Okay, hold on.
About.
See, is this not about the Dora Milaje?
No, girl, because I'm telling you, it's not about. It's not. It's not a superhero film.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I found
It's not a comic book film.
Oh, it is historical. Damn, Jade.
See?
The Agoji, the all-female warrior unit. So I wasn't that far off. Y'all not gonna treat me like I'm crazy.
But it wasn't the Dora Milaje.
Okay, well maybe the Dora Milaje was based off the Agoji. All-female warrior unit. Hello? Y'all not gonna tell me my math don't math, nigga. Okay, hold on.
I can see how you got there, but no.
That protected the West African kingdom of Dahomey? You be to tell me.
But they're not in cahoots or connected with one another.
They're not bald-headed, though.
That, and for one, they don't sniff vibranium to make them strong.
That's not what the Dora Milaje does, is it?
Everybody in Wakanda is on vibranium.
You're not gonna make vibranium like the new heroin. You're not gonna do that to our community.
That's what Wakanda is founded upon.
No, I thought vibranium was like gold or oil. I thought it was like, like powerful. Like if oil made you Alex Mack.
Yes, it does. But that's what Wakanda's based off of.
Okay, so when I be mathing and putting this shit together, I don't be that far. You just want to make me feel crazy. That's all.
No.
I be every time you reveal that you're against me. I see it.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying vibranium is the thing that's why they're all trying to break into Wakanda and shit to take all the vibranium. Because that's what they are on. They're on this powerful chemical stone shit. They're all on it. That's why his suit got vibranium in it. They're on it. Like, how did they I don't remember them consuming vibranium in Wakanda. What are they sniffing it? Is it in the air like mosquito spray? I'm not. No, it's in what they do. It's incorporated in everything that they do, like their weaponry.
How you know that? They didn't say that in the movie.
To show you, brother. Here are your communication devices for Korea. Unlimited range, also equipped with audio surveillance system. Check these out. Remote access Kimoyo beads. Update.
It's a movie. I'm not saying they was snorting it like rocks and shit, nigga. But it's like they were talking about like it was like they used vibranium as the thread, and that's why.
Because it's not lost on me that crackheads are very strong.
Vibranium is lean if you want me to get to line. But the point is that they tell you all this in the movie. Didn't you see this like twice?
I seen it like 3 times. What was I doing?
Would you say on Jemima, what would you call Aunt Jemima Ellis last week?
Oh,
Andrew Schultz.
Well, no, what's her name? Well, hold on. No, you just said. See, you said it wrong.
Her name is Ingenue Ellis,
and I called Antoine.
It's Ingenue, like ingenue, like the French word.
It's French.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's spelled French.
No. It's spelled African American. Yeah.
It's like her name is Mercedes, and I said, "Well, how you?" It is spelled
Mercedes.
with like DIIS at the end.
Yeah. No, it's spelled ethnically.
Okay, so I'm okay. Oh man, I'm a bad black. Okay, all right. So Woman King is not about Wakanda. Okay, I'm clear. So Wakanda 2 is about Wakanda. Okay, and then
it's about Wakanda 2 is about to be Wakanda 2, Wakanda Forever, which is Black Panther 2, and it's about to be the story of Shuri and her rise to power.
She's not the Woman King. Okay, all right, and
no.
Let's see. What else do I need clarification?
Viola Davis is in Woman King, but not in
Quivering
Wakanda. Yeah, no, that's Angela Bassett, who is in the other movie. Angela Bassett is in Black Panther 2.
Right, because she's mom.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Copy. Clear.
You sure?
I think.
Someone make an infographic for Jay.
Right, I need it illustrated, and I want the little arrows and point to the next one.
A flow chart. Does this have Viola Davis in it? No.
Yes or no? Woman King or Wakanda 2?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Back to Color Purple.
Back to the Color Purple. So, what are we gonna do about Harpo?
Okay, let's think about Harpo's story.
I do. Now, Sophia, do you take this man to be your lawful wedded husband that you will love?
Harpo marries Squeak. Squeak definitely divorced Harpo because she left with the ladies when they became like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, literally. And then, okay, so let's see what happened to Harpo. He was left. He was tending to his daddy a little bit. He had gotten himself together. I think Juke Joint was doing good. You know, I think
Black Fraser.
Harpo owned. He opened he became Ghost. He opened a series of nightclubs.
A series of juke joints.
That ended up his children ended up him and Sophia's children. You know that they're double sided because they gotta clean the money. So the children. So the son works for tech where he finds all of those. You know. The Frank Bennett's who deserve to be off. And then on the other side of things, his legit job is he does all of the tech for his father's expansion. Harpo, first black man, opened a club in Dubai.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see that. I thought he was just going to own like several Firestones.
Discount tires.
Yeah, like he gives a discount tire. Like I don't see him to like achieving success or greatness because that's just not who he is as a person. Like he needed Sophia to be successful, you know, like most men, you know.
Okay, so Harpo ended up opening a couple of Mavis tire franchises. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a laundromat.
I just don't. Yes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see him doing anything that requires anything more than refrigerator college. You know what I mean?
And he never ended up remarrying after Squeak or getting with anybody. I don't think they got married. He never ended up getting with nobody after Squeak. He just ended up owning some of those things. So he was all right financially. And then he's the one who had to caretake for Mr. In his elderly years. Because that was his payback for all of his wretchedness early on. But Harpo's not.
Total penance.
You know, he's just misguided. You know what I'm saying?
He too may have used safety pencils and circle of paper, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
So, who's next?
We don't even know what we're about to do with Steely.
Let's save her for last.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Suge. Suge's Drag Race.
Oh, yeah.
Suge Avery's Juke Joint Race. You know, may the best diva win.
I actually think Suge opens up. You know what? Since we didn't make Harpo that successful, maybe Suge is the one who opens up a successful stream of nightclubs and or strip clubs. Adult entertainment. But classy, like burlesque.
Sister, you've been on my mind. Oh, sister.
Yeah, she might have moved up north to the Harlem.
Yeah.
And she started doing a show in nightclubs during Prohibition, but she abandons them because she goes to do the talkies. You know, that kind of thing. But she's in charge of the girls.
Yeah,
you know.
but like she looks out for them though.
Yeah, she tells them to shake their asses proper, but also, you know, she provides, you know, support if need be.
Especially, like, I think that she's got maybe a side initiative where if the girls need help getting on their feet and stuff, you know, she provides them with a job and a place to live and kind of sets them up for them to get out on their own eventually. Because she's seen so much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a WAP, Working Girl Outreach Program.
And then to ensure that she gets in heaven, she invested in her father's church.
Because you can't have a church without a strip joint.
Right. Big tithe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see that for Suge.
Yeah.
She died peacefully in her sleep. Because she made right with her daddy. You know what I'm saying? She made right with her sister. Or that was her child. That was a child.
That was her. Yeah, that was her
daughter.
baby.
You know, she made right with her kids, and you know, she big ties to the church.
She did have an album or two with like Mickey Howard.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Or
But then like
no, she'd be with
one
Angela
feature
Winbush.
with Yolanda Adams.
Yeah, in her later years.
Yeah.
In her later years, when she gives her life back to Christ. Because everybody does that after 50.
Yeah, but no Elise Neal, though.
No. Did you know that she's like...
Nigga. I saw that.
Who would have thought?
I did not know
Her and Tashina Arnold.
Tashina Arnold?
Yeah, she's real Hotepi and MAGA too.
Wait, not big in Brazil. Hold on.
Yes, girl. Go to her profile on Twitter. Mama is very much like, she'll do this thing like, the people say that trans women aren't women. What y'all think? Thoughts? Like, no, girl, you can't say that shit. Like, no, that's perpetuating hate and
she got ignorant auntie mentality,
transphobia, and yeah, like, no, like that's. And again, for the record, trans women are women. Trans people are whatever gender that they want to be, and that's or whatever they're designed to be and born to be.
And respected as such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Oh wow. I didn't know
girl.
Big in Brazil was. Oh man.
We losing all our divas.
Stephanie Mills didn't shut the fuck up. Tashina Arnold. Even Felicia Rashad said some dumb shit. God damn.
You know, we were talking about the Cosby Show earlier, Chris Rogers and I, and he was talking about how he didn't really watch the Cosby Show growing up because it came on after him, but also just not something that, you know, uppity Negroes, that was definitely an uppity Negro show.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. It was not my life experience.
And like looking back, I was thinking like, yeah, my mom we watched Roseanne more than anything else. Like Roseanne was even though it was a white show, was very reminiscent, of a traditional family. Like, yes, niggas was eating ground beef.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Because I told you about my father's delicacy. He used to make ground beef, and he would do it in a gravy. And he would cut, do it with some bell pepper and some onion and mushrooms and season it up.
Which is essentially cube steak, because cube steak is ground beef.
It's just
or
loose,
Salisbury steak,
cube steak. And then, you eat it over some white rice. With a
you had deconstructed cube steak.
Yeah, that was his jam. When he either make that,
it was delicious
fried
too,
pork chops. Oh, it was. He still makes it. It's very good. And you know how I feel about ground meat.
Yeah.
And he would make fried pork chops with little green peas and white rice. The little green peas that come in a silver can, the small army green ones. And he would do that with white rice, fried pork chops. And he would make spaghetti. And that was it.
Those are his custom meals. That's on his repertoire. But I know that deconstructed cube steak was the tea.
No, it was delicious. I actually, next time I go visit him, he's got to make me a batch of that.
Yeah. Let's take a break. Let's take a break, actually, and we'll be back after these messages. Hit it, Claude.
Hit it, Cloudy Ski.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I had written to Alice Walker because we heard her reading Color Purple on the radio. And so I wrote her a letter, said if they ever make a movie of this, very bold, ever make a movie, I'll play dirt on the floor. and went on my way. And when I came here the first...
And we're black. So we're talking about what we're gonna do with The Color Purple if we wrote it.
Color Purple fan fiction.
In today's time.
The testimonies. That's the part 2 to The Handmaid's Color Purple.
I would love to write fan fiction for Handmaid's Tale, honestly. I would love to write fan fiction for Handmaid's Tale.
What do you mean?
I'd actually write because I want to write how the shit ends.
Because let me tell you how Aunt Lydia will go out like motherfucking Cleo.
Yeah. But I have a theory about Handmaid's Tale. I'll tell you now, so everybody, if you go on Patreon and watch the Handmaid's Tale recap. But I feel that Barack Obama, fake Barack Obama, I think he gonna off the baby. Serena baby.
Oh, Serena's baby.
I think he's gonna, the baby.
Oh my God, that's oh my. No,
I don't want to say the word, but I just feel like I think that's what he will do, though.
You know what the okie doke would be? If he was the one to shoot Serena, but the baby survived, and they raised the baby as a sibling alongside Nishol.
Damn.
Nigga, okay. Do I write TV or do I write TV?
Yeah, okay. I see that.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah. But then I think about like spicy white slaver, and then because I feel like he about to turn a tide too. But anywho, more of that on the Patreon.
Yeah, more of that on Patreon. First 15 minutes on YouTube.
Yeah. But back to the task at hand. So we gone through Sophia, we gone through Squeak, we gone through Harpo. Mister's in his old age, we know that.
Yeah, the gout got him, shingles. And,
he got like all them old people's diseases. Yeah. Wait, how do you like him getting on?
Oh, I finished it.
Yeah, well, good.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. That's a quirky comedy. The Bear, I was like, The Bear is a dark comedy? I just thought it was a drama. It's a drama comedy, but getting on is funny. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Seeing Aunt Jackie in that type, she played that role perfectly.
Her stool samples.
Her studies on stool. Alex, what's her face, played the shit out of that weird ass role.
Miss Swan. Yeah, I never know her real name.
It's Alex something or other. I'll be calling her Alex Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And then the sexually ambiguous nurse.
Yeah.
It's like when Bobby gives me lap dances, and and then Niecy Nash just. If I'm being, I never watched Reno 911, and
it's a treat.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it then. I'm gonna watch it.
It's very up your alley.
It is. It's giving Southside and like.
Yeah, it's very because it's super random, and she drags white people throughout the entire. Like it's a parody of everything.
I'm gonna watch Reno 911, and I haven't. I couldn't get into Claus, but I like.
I could see why you would say that.
So
Claus isn't your steez.
No. But
it's not your type of thing.
No.
And that's okay.
I like Niecy a lot, and I really enjoyed her in her role. I said, this is a quintessential black nurse. She played that role
struggling with her husband, working nights or whatever, and she got to pull her way as being this nurse because she got to take care of her sister's kids, which, again...
Oblivious, privileged white people who don't realize that she's not being paid a humane rate. The old people giving each other head, and they got to stop it. Like, it was just...
They were fucking in that hospital.
Yeah. They were like, you got to stop that. You can't do that in here. She was giving head in the waiting area.
Yeah. Irma P. Hall, Big Mama from Soul Food is in it.
Mean as shit, okay? She actually reminded me of my... So, I'm going to tell a personal story I might have before. I don't know. You know I repeat myself. This is where you got to bring real life in and just, like, laugh. So... When my grandfather was in the hospital years ago before he passed, and we thought he was gonna pass this, and then he ended up living another several years. But he was in like a coma, like it got really bad. And I remember he started coming out of the coma, but he still wasn't like there. And so he would just be saying wild fucking shit, and you see like in Getting On, them old people be saying some wild they be saying some wild shit. Or Miss Mamas, who had the alcohol problem, and then she ended up drinking all the fucking hand sanitizer and all that shit and dropped dead. So my grandfather wasn't all the way here with us, and he was saying wow. So I remember one time, and I would go and I would sleep at the hospital, and I would go to work in the morning, and then I would come back after work, and I would do that for several days, and then somebody else would take a shift for a few days, and that was just crazy. So I'm in there one time, and he tells one of the nurses, hey, black girl, drop them pennies. And I was like, no!
Oh,
No! And then, I don't know, he said something about a lesbian. I don't know. It was so many things happening, and I was like... This is mortifying. This is mortifying. And yes. So old people be in there saying some wild shit.
Have you ever, I don't know if you TikTok much, but there is like this trend on TikTok where these people who cared for like geriatric nurses, they would talk about like confessions of a deathbed, like what these old people would tell them upon them dying. And they would talk about how, like, all the racist confessions that they would have, like, oh, I killed a negress, and they never found out about it, or, like, they secretly had babies by niggas or whatever, but they would never tell. Or, you know, it was a lot of shit like that. TikTok.
That's on TikTok?
Yes, girl.
What the fuck?
They be like, telling their business on TikTok. Stay tuned for part 7.
I had a woman dying from COVID confess something really heart-wrenching to me. She told me that when she was a teenager, she told her mother that one of the local black boys had touched her behind the grocery store. And in 1936 Louisiana, this was a very...
Yesterday, I watched this series about this black girl who beat up this white girl at work at Amazon.
Wait, what?
Okay, so because this video, the series starts out with the video of her fucking this white girl up, but then she cuts back into this girl, and she's talking about how this white boy that she worked with was like being a menace to everybody in her department. So he tried to like buck up on her boyfriend, who also works there, and you know, and eventually they get into it. And so, because, like, defending her honor and stuff like that. Okay. And all of a sudden, the white girl, his girlfriend happened to work there, too. The white boy's girlfriend happened to work there, too. And she starts getting bucked with the black girl. And so then the black girl just hits her with the bottle.
Oh, no.
And then they start to tussle. Yeah. All because the white boy was being weird at work.
So many things with Amazon. So... If you don't know what we're watching on Patreon, Patreon tonight together in the live watch. Again, I said it's a 2-hour movie starring Antoinette.
I don't know what this is either, so I'm excited to hear what the hell this is.
But I would just like to say, okay, so I'll give you all the premise, and then so Antoinette went on a dating show. And
Antoinette from Around the Way Curls.
Antoinette from Around the Way Curls. And it was a shoot your shot episode, which meant that the host of the show
So wait. So this is like a love series, like
Yes, this is
people
like
on the
an
internet finding
dating
love.
situation, and then they have what they call the shoot your shot episodes. And so there is a safe word. There's a safe word by the name of pineapple, and when on the shoot your shot episodes, when the young lady no longer wants to converse with the person on the screen, she says pineapple, and the host gets rid of them and brings in the next nigga in the queue. So obviously this comes with a bevy of personalities, backgrounds, all types of things. But one nigga, just a little preview, comes up on the screen, and all you see is the perspective of somebody on a forklift in a warehouse. Zooming, nigga.
What?
And it came up on the screen, and me and Tristan screamed. And I was like, this nigga is at work. And so we're like, he work at Amazon. Later on in the series, he comes back, and he was like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, my supervisor came, and I didn't know I was next up in the queue. So he's like, I'm at work. They were like, we can see you at work. He's like, I work for Amazon, and you know, so.
Oh, this is on the Zoom, so it's all digital.
Dating show.
So it's not in person. So they're
it's
like,
all virtual. So they're in a queue, and it's 3 blocks of screen, and it's the host, this young lady. It is whoever the subject is that week. This one obviously is Antoinette, and then the third one is whatever gentleman comes up, and I use that term as loosely as yes. And then they come up.
Wait, is this the one where they wrote her a poem?
No.
That's something else.
That's something else.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what we're watching tonight. But I wanted to give you all because that nigga in that warehouse zooming, and then she ended up pineappling him later on because she was like, you don't know how to keep your mouth shut. You're not supposed to say where you work. You're about to get fired. Yeah. This is on the internet.
Yeah, you're about to get fired, nigga. Like,
when I tell you, I can't wait for you to see this shit. Do not watch it ahead of time.
I don't even know where to find it, but yeah, you'll have to send it to me tonight. I'm excited.
Yeah, you should be.
Last but not least, Celie.
You a low down dirty dog. That's what's wrong. It's time for me to get away from you and into creation. And your dead body be just the welcome mat I need.
Okay, Celie. Celie becomes like the next like Black Anna Wintour. Those pants, boom, nigga. Yeah. You know, Celie Leon Talley.
She'll be like Gloria Vanderbilt, and so that way she can have like her children could be like the boy could be like Anderson Cooper,
right? And
like
yeah, and she's got a set of girls as well, who I think because she becomes so successful. You know, and she's able to really take care of her children. She then, she had a son and a daughter, but she got married again. She found love after Mr. So she ended up having 2 more kids. And, you know what I'm saying? That's how we got Black Ariel.
With Peaches Delancey.
Yeah. Chloe and Halle are Celie's kids. That is ultimately what it is. That's her kids.
Yeah, you know, like in my head, Celie runs a blog. You know,
she's too big for that. Celie Leon Talley. She's a fashion commentator.
No, because I feel like she had all that, and it's like she don't want to be like she writes her book, she tells her story, she does all that, and then she like kind of just, you know, she does freelancing work for Essence when she gets time, you know what I mean, or like
that's true. She's like a high level consultant.
Yeah. Yeah, like she doesn't need to. She's done it all, you know.
Yeah.
She's done it all. She got remarried. She had kids. You know, she's trying to have a soft life.
And she reclaimed her power by buying the old house that Mr. owned and revamping it. She made it. She renovated it, and she said, "I'm taking my power back. This is my house now."
And on the first floor, she makes candles.
Yeah.
Like Jackie Aina.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with better names.
Oh my God. What are the names of the candles?
Internet names. Go look up her names. Like,
oh my God. And now you're
I
blocked.
think it's like it's the wick for me or something stupid like
Oh my God.
something internet-y.
One of her moles is getting ready to go back to her and be like, "There's this podcast that was talking shit."
I just don't. I'm sure the candles smell nice. I'm not knocking and say don't buy it. I just hate the titling.
The title. Okay, hold on. Oh wait, that's not. How do you shop? Oh my God, there's so many things.
And I think, and you know, most and Jackie ain't really, you know, she probably ain't listening on our radio. Like, you know what I mean?
She's
Like,
definitely not. How do you even look at her candles? Bruh, like, well, no, the site don't have a shop tab.
Internet,
Jackie Aina candles.
Jackie's girl.
They sell them at Sephora?
Okay.
Oh, wow, she's rich. Okay, hold on.
Sure.
We not Lincoln. Okay. All right.
I told you.
Okay.
List the names for the audience.
Okay, first and foremost, it's called Forever. But there's, you know, it's EVR. Then the box
What's the number 4?
It says open to get lit. Okay, these 4 are called We Not Lincoln, Grown Folks Business, Skinny Dipped, and Hey Big Head. Okay, all right. You weren't being a hating ass nigga this time.
I was. Yeah, you know. I'll own. I'm like, yeah, I'm being a hater. No, I'm not. I just. That's what they are.
You know
Is
what?
there more?
You know what? There is a lane for everybody. The Live, Laugh, Love crew. This is their shit. That's their shit. Like, they want words on their candle holders of whatever the fuck jars. They like words in their kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I like words and stuff. That's fine. I don't. Yeah. Are there any more names that we're missing?
Let's see. Okay, hold on, because this was just a Quattro set from Sephora, and then all right, Soft Life. Okay. All right. Let's look at this one. Does this one have names? Matcha Business. Okay. Cuffing Season. Caked Up. And what does this say? Left on Red. Oh my God.
Oh, you missed a bunch. There's Thirst Trapping Candle.
Okay. Was that seasoned with coochie juice? What's
Leaf Me Be.
Okay, I found a bunch of them. Cookie Coma. Sneaky Link.
See?
Oh.
Bad and Boozy.
Yep, Clout Dreams.
Cuffing Season. These aren't lying. If you go to
Can't
her
be
website.
Duped. YKTV. All right. On that note,
You forgot. Oh, my favorite. That Good.
I don't want to read anymore, and I don't want to hear anymore. And I don't want to do that. I hate everything about it.
I just, Steely could make candles like that.
No, she won't. No. We're going to put way more respect on Steely's name than them motherfucking... What?
Celie gonna run a female empowerment conference.
Right. Celie becomes a host on The View and creates her own cannabis coochie line. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I'm really irritated. She gonna make one call. No cap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate.
I'm telling you, it's happening. That's all we have for today on the main show.
Foolish as usual.
Yes. Catch us more foolishness on the Patreon. And tonight, we're doing Jaden XD Reacts. I forgot my own name. Jaden XD Reacts live. Go on Patreon to get the more info. Again, it's all the information is there. All you just have to do is click the link and you're in. It's no complicated thing like last time. All your FAQs that you have, it's all on posted there. And yeah, I can't wait to see you all. It's going to be a wang dang MFing doodle.
You know, we always have a good time. Bring what you smoke, bring what you drink, bring your snacks and shit. And we are about to have a very good time.
Yes. Until next time, adios, muchachas, muchachos, and muchachin. Bye.
Bye.
Yes,